Valgood from Gauntlet Gaming here. I'm doing another episode, not another episode of this series, but I'm doing a quick video on Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. That's a remastered version of Dark Souls 2 for the PS4 or Xbox One as well, I believe. I don't know. I just wanted to do this because I haven't uploaded in a while, and I just, I recently got motivation to start again. So I'm a level 64 and I've got 13 hours of gameplay. I'm going to start from here because I can't be bothered to start again, but this first episode isn't going to be so much as watching me fight enemies, more as a little video showing you a few tips about, what to do, how to fight the enemies, where to go in the first zone, I guess. Just a few things that you can do just to help you out a bit in the early game, because there's not really that much to do early on. I guess you could say it's just sort of, if you know what if you don't know what to do, then it will be very difficult. But thankfully, my dad actually plays this game. He's like in his late 40s, right? And early 50s probably now, actually, I don't know. He plays this game and he's really good at it, and so I kind of learned from him, right? So anyway, you'll get to this zone. There's no way you can avoid this. You'll be at this bonfire, okay? This is like a beginner's guide, so if you've missed, if you're past here, don't worry, but if you're here, this is just a, something to show you guys how to do. Basically, you'll find a torch, right? Actually, let's go back, okay? So in this first zone, I find this quite actually useful to do as soon as you start. So when you come back behind here, right, you just break this by attacking it. Down here by that dead body will be a torch. You can then light it by pressing triangle to toggle and then lighting the torch. Go through here. You obviously can't avoid this, and then just light all these as you go past with your torch. Just carry on lighting. Just avoid most of these zones, except I would avoid them all if possible. Just like these, because there's nothing really here that you can do unless you selected a small petrified stone as your like bonus item when you began. But I'm not going to show you what to do with that. You just have to get up there. See that ladder in the distance? I don't know, maybe don't, but up that ladder is a little nest, and you drop it into the nest and a raven gives you a reward. So that's not really important. So just run through that area. It's a bit of a tutorial area, but that doesn't really matter. You can get a few souls there. I prefer just to run straight through, if I'm honest. You'll get to Medulla. Nothing really important to say about here. This is just like the home area, I guess you could say, your base. I don't know. You're going to want to go over first of all and hit this bonfire. And then when you've done that, what you probably want to do, just have a look around, get the items here. That man in the tent, you just roll into these, get the item. I don't know what it is, I can't remember. In there's a cat. She only sells rings. There you can see her, she's a vendor. Nothing really important. Here there will be a rock. You just hit it, you'll send it down, and this guy comes up. He has an Estus flask shard that you can reinforce with. That's quite useful. In here there's a vendor. He sells stuff, a merchant. Quite important. You can then here, right, there'll be a blacksmith sat out here, and he'll want a key to get in, and the place you find it is this woman here sells it, right? It costs you 1,000 souls and she sells it, but this person doesn't always spawn here. Where you find her is where I'll show you in a second. So from here you're gonna want to walk down this way. I hope you guys don't mind me doing just a really quick run through. Like, I'm sorry if I'm being too brisk, but I just want to get this episode over and done with. It can't be too long, because I mean, you've got to know what you're doing, really. So this is just a brief how-to. If you get souls, you level up with the woman that stood near the bonfire. It's really self-explanatory. I'll show you my build in a minute. It's very bad. I'm not good at building characters. I just literally go for dexterity, strength, and like health, stamina, and vitality, I think it's called, where you can carry more. Right, so here, I'll just show you. You can carry down there, but that's a boring route. If you go here, be very careful though. Just walk over. There'll be an item here, but there is a sheer drop there. So what you're going to want to do is you hold down circle, then press L3 downwards, and you do a run and jump like that, and make it so safe for you. Like that. And you just come out here by a river. Now there will usually be a massive ogre giant thing just here. He won't attack you unless you get close and swing for him, so you can just avoid him. This is a very basic area. I've wiped the zone, but you'll just run through here. There are some basic enemies. Just try and take them on one by one and avoid the massive ogre giant. I can only just defeat him as like a level 40 probably, I don't know. You're going to want to light this bonfire. When that's done, that's like a checkpoint. So you run down here, there'll be some more enemies. I think there's a guy with an archer standing just at 12 o'clock. Just there will be a guy with an axe and a guy with a sword, and down here will be a bandit with a knife. So a few enemies, just try and take them one by one and avoid the archer. Down here there is usually an item in that body. Again, can't remember what it is. It's probably like a homeward bone or something. Run up here, a few enemies. Now this next area you have to pay attention because it's quite difficult. And as a low level, I got taught a trick how to avoid them all up here. You get ambushed, and hopefully they're still. Okay, they're not still here. I've basically wiped this zone as well, but a lot of people stay here and fight, but also a lot of people get killed. There are absolutely tons of enemies up here, plus that guy up there that throws fire bombs at you. I'll just show you what I mean. Like, they look dead, but if you go near them, they're actually still alive. So you're going to want to avoid them. Now what you want to do, like, there are actually loads all over the floor, but I've killed them like over 10 times so they don't respawn. What you're going to want to do, actually first let me just like, no I can't, you're just going to see me kill them here. But what you should probably do, as you can see, they look dead, but they get up anyway, so. You'll probably die here as you get here for the first time. I'm just quite a high level, so I can one-shot them. But what you're going to want to do is, as soon as you get up this ladder, you're going to want to sprint. You won't have a lot of stamina, but you're going to want to sprint all the way down here. Voice break. Sprint all the way down here. Never let your stamina completely run out, because if it does, you can't sprint again until the bar's at the maximum. There'll be a guy there, you just want to run past. There'll be two behind me now. They try and ambush you. There's usually a guy up on that ledge up there. You just sprint past them all. There's usually 3 of them out here. Just climb up, keep going, don't turn back. There will be a guy with a lance round that corner over there. You're just going to want to run in, right, and sit down. Right, don't worry about killing any of those enemies. You can literally run straight through them all without dying, and that is the easiest thing to do when you're low level. And once you get here, this will be your base of actions for quite a while. The first thing you're going to want to do is go out here and just easily farm an enemy that spawns around here. There is an item. There's an enemy that spawns here. He'll chase after you. He's fairly easy. You're just going to want to farm him until you have 1,000 souls, if possible, right? When you have 1,000, the woman I was talking about a minute ago in Majula will be here, and you just need to talk to her and buy a blacksmith's key. Okay, that's what you want to do, okay? Don't worry about going down here yet. That's absolutely useless. There's just a zone with a few enemies, and all the doors down there are locked. And I'm just going to quickly show you how to open them. First of all, so obviously you can watch this video when you're at the certain stages. I'm just doing it for ease at the moment, I think. Oh. Shit. You can kill them for like, you kill them for titanite shards or something, I don't know. See this doorway, this will eventually be locked. You just have to swing at it a few times and it will open. You come in here, there'll be a few items. I believe there is an enemy in this next doorway, so be very careful when you face him, okay? Where is he? There he is, he's by the door. Right, he's just one of these. He's easy to, like, go against. Also a little tip for combat. Rolling is essential and blocking is essential. Just never underestimate a roll. It's just so OP, right? And then there is a chest in here yet. Chest, that will give you an item, can't remember what. And then instead of going through the dark, drop there, pick up another item which is on this branch, and then just roll off. And you'll be fine. Now, once you've got the blacksmith's key, that isn't actually open, that's a shortcut, and I'm going to show you how to get there, okay? What you are going to want to do, if I can remember how to get there correctly, actually. Right. Follow my steps, okay? I will have wiped a few zones, but I will tell you where the enemies spawn and if they're difficult or not, okay? As soon as you get down here, you're going to want to head this way. There's a guy sat down here, just kill him, and then turn your back because a guy with a massive halberd is on that bridge and he's coming after you. Kill him, he's fairly simple. Don't cross the bridge. There are just more enemies over there that are pretending to be dead. You come in here. Now be careful, there is an enemy here, he's usually down here, and as you jump out, that guy with the axe should, I don't know, he's not doing it now, but sometimes it, there we go, he just fell. Now he really scares me because he runs the whole circuit of this place and drops down that bit and catches you by surprise. So what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to run up here, run past these guys. They won't bother you, there's nothing important, okay, that you need to know for now. Okay, what you're going to want to do now is here, there is actually a huge turtle monster. See? How did he even get up here? There is a huge turtle. Now, he's very dangerous. Right, when you're a low level, he is very, very difficult to kill. He will kill you 1,000,000 times. He does to everyone, it's no big problem. My tip for him is, if you have any fire bombs that you buy from a merchant, chuck them at these barrels, it will explode him. You can make him hit the barrels, that will explode him. If not, just roll, block, okay? Now, you're going to want to climb up here, and the first time you get up here, a boss will spawn, okay? He's the second boss, he's called the Persecutor. He will be up here and he will catch you by surprise, he will kill you. So be careful. There's just a few items up here, including an Estus flask shard. So it's probably worth it if you don't have any souls to come up here and collect it. Then these barrels here, you throw a fire bomb at them, it explodes and creates this hole which you can use as a shortcut. 2 enemies down here, yada yada yada. Scale down. In here now, I probably haven't cleared this, so be careful. Walk in, they pull it back, roll out. They fire their little arrow crossbolt things. These guys are difficult, okay? The first time they appear, be so careful because they will kill you otherwise. In here there is a blue shield. I actually have it in my inventory that I can show you. It is this one, blue wooden shield. It's actually really good for a light shield, believe it or not. It's good. I sometimes use it. I used it to kill the second boss by parrying him. You're going to want to drop down here. If you have a Pharaoh's Lockstone, it costs 4,000 from the vendor. I suggest buying it because you open this, that's a trap that will then try and shoot you. Just roll out the way. Then you place a Pharaoh's Lockstone in here and it will open a door here that you just have to swing at, and it opens this. Neither of these were traps, neither of these chests. They both contained items and they were quite useful. One was the Ring of the Chloranthe, which I'm currently wearing. It raises your stamina recovery. The other one was, I don't know, probably some life gems. I don't have a clue really. Right, so once that's done, you're gonna want to, this is the difficult bit, okay? Sometimes their arrows will actually blow up these barrels, other times not. What you're going to want to do is stand near these fire barrels and them two will chuck a bomb at you. For some reason that didn't explode.